In just 6 weeks, we are going to be starting on what we're calling our bucket list summer. We are going to be checking off the biggest state in America. We're driving over 4,000 miles one way to experience Alaska. The one place that always felt too far, too wild, and too impossible for a van like ours.
So we're gonna be crossing off the biggest state in America and partnering with NOOVO to take one of their vans.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone?
So today, we're at the NOOVO open house right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And the big question we have is which NOOVO van should we take to Alaska?
If it was winter, I would say the Next because it's all-wheel drive.
I would go for the NOOVO Plus, no hesitation.
Because by the end of this episode, we're gonna have a choice. Which one should we take all the way to Prudhoe Bay?
Once you go through the door, you never come back. The secret's out. So today we have 3 choices of vans that we can take. The first van is the NOOVO Lite. So here in the NOOVO Lite, we are on a Ram ProMaster chassis and it is the high roof. So you can see I'm 6'1", there's a few inches of space above my head. But this layout consists of a rear bed that you sleep east and west on. So in this model, Hillary and I would have to crawl over each other to get in and out at night. This model does have a lot of storage underneath the bed that is accessible from the rear doors, as well as right here. Hi. So the Lite and the Next have very similar layouts with refrigerator, galley, bathroom cassette, and the workspace up here. In all 3 models, the bathroom is very similar, so that is not really a deciding factor because it's amazing and I fit in it no matter what. And then here is the workspace, and the Next and the Lite have a very similar kind of workspace that's right here behind the driver's seat. So again, it doesn't really help me make my decision.
To me, one of the cons is it's not as tall, and knowing that they have one that's taller, it kind of makes the plus for me a little higher. We have a question for you.
You have a question?
We are taking a NOOVO van to Alaska this summer.
Okay.
Which one should we take?
Ooh, it's cold. You guys need the Next for the heated floors.
Okay, so you're voting.
Heated floors, Alaska guys, the Next. Like, no other van has heated floors except for the Next.
We just ran into Isaac from...
Where are we going?
Where are we going? Isaac, we have a really important question for you.
Uh-oh.
We have just announced that we are partnering with NOOVO to take one of their vans to Alaska.
Whoa.
Which one should we take?
The Next.
Oh no, everyone's wanting the Next.
The Next. That's for Alaska. That's like adventure van.
Go give him a follow, guys.
Okay, so I'm here with Antoine, one of the owners of NOOVO, and I have a question for you.
Tell me.
Okay, we're taking a NOOVO to Alaska, and we're the first ones to do that. So which NOOVO van should we take?
I would go for the NOOVO Plus, no hesitation. Go for it. Enjoy it.
Okay.
Okay. You heard it here.
You heard it here. Second van. This is what they call the NOOVO Plus. Can you see I love it? Can you see my face? I do love this van. Let me show you why. This van has a 7-foot ceiling. I love that. And then also, not only does it have a bed right here, you see this bed that comes down? And that, in my opinion, you never have to make because, I mean, how brilliant is this? And the bed is gone for the day. And what do you have now? You have a lounge area. And I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do it today, but this table actually goes down. All these cushions go down. You can lounge in here. You could watch TV. You can put the table up. You can work from here. You can eat all your meals. Who votes for the NOOVO Plus? The one drawback to the NOOVO Plus is probably the storage area. It's not even close to the size that you would get with the Lite or the Next.
So one thing that makes this van a little bit different is in the bathroom, you have a ton of room in this shower. You can easily stand in here. I think you could be like 6'5" and fit in here. And then in front of that, You have a convection oven above your refrigerator with a dedicated freezer compartment and some additional storage. And then here you have your galley with your sink and an induction cooktop with some storage up above. You have this very large storage compartment up here above the cab. And they've got window shades, and it's very deep, and it extends all the way the full width of the van. So plenty of storage up there. And I forgot, this is on the Ram ProMaster 3500 super high roof. But now we're gonna head to the last van, which is on a completely different chassis.
Jared Tachi.
What? What are you doing?
I need to know. Guys, this is Jared Tachi for one. Hello. We got to meet him this
Way to
weekend.
make me look fatter than I am.
We have a really important question for you.
Yeah.
We are taking a NOOVO van all the way to Alaska for our bucket list summer this summer, and we need to know which van should we take? The NOOVO Lite, the NOOVO Plus, or the NOOVO Next?
What time of year?
Summer.
If it was winter, I would say the Next because it's all-wheel drive. Now we're going off of layouts.
Yep.
Okay, because you got the drop bed in the Plus, and there's two of you.
Yep.
And it's like, where do you want to differentiate space? The Next has a really good space divider. I mean, yeah, and so does the Lite. So it's kind of like, are you okay with lowering that bed every day and having to go back up? I also think about like the ease of what your daily routines are going to be. For me, I would be really interested to see how the Plus plays, but I'm also very keen on driving a Next because if you've ever driven a Sprinter, they drive like an airplane. And it's like a dream. I'm between the Plus and the Next, personally.
Okay, well you gotta make a decision.
I give a really long-winded answer, and I'm sorry.
No, this is gold, because you and Bob literally are the same person right now.
Okay, I mean, I figured that.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep. Which
and you guys are tall, by the way. Yep. Which is a plus.
All right, so what is your vote for us?
Then in that case, I would go Plus. You guys both tower over me, so you're both like what, over 6 foot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I would go with Plus then, because you have that height.
Okay, you heard it first.
And getting in and out of bed would be easier than the Next.
He
Unless
votes
it was
the Plus.
winter. If you were going October, I would say Next in a heartbeat.
And here we are in the NOOVO Next. Now you guys just saw us in this for 3 episodes. We went to Santa Monica, we boondocked in Malibu, went to Gaviota State Park, Halama Beach, and Pismo Beach, and even spent some time in the winery. So we have used this and enjoyed it. You guys have seen it. We love all the great technology that's in here with the 48-volt electrical system, the Invisa cooktop, the Garmin system, the bed and back, the shower, and all of the awesome upgrades on the outside and all the capability that it has. So you've seen all of that. So now it's time for you guys to vote. Which one of the 3 should we take to Alaska? So we have some NOOVO owners here and we need their input. So I'm gonna ask them, what van should we take to Alaska this summer?
And why?
And why? Greg?
Yep, I think the Plus. I love the Sprinter, but I think Plus is overall a better van. Especially if you're not spending all your time off road. Cost of diesel, we all know, is pretty high. I mean, gas is high too, but I think the Plus. It seems to be the best all-around van they make. Even though we own the Lite, but we travel differently than you guys.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's tough for us because we own a Plus, and that's the one we picked.
We're really biased.
And we're super biased, so we probably don't have an objective opinion, but I would say in terms of livability, like day-to-day on the road, the Plus is the way to go. Because of that lounge, it gives you so many options. If you got a rainy day, you can sit back there, and it's more comfortable than it just has a more homey feeling.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks guys for your input.
Absolutely. Yeah, 2 more plus.
2 more. Yep. We are here in the warehouse where NOOVO produces all of the vans, and they have this really cool tour set up where you can see all the different stages of manufacturing. And so I've got Levi here, who's going to tell us about stage 1.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for visiting. Here in stage 1, as you see behind us, we just get a shell. And then from the shell, we bring the van to life. We cut all the windows, the air conditioning, the max fan, all the side ports, external solar, external power. We also do the flooring. The Next gets heated flooring. We do the insulation, the roof, running boards, secondary alternator. You name it, stage 1 pretty much does it.
Nice, nice.
After that, we water test it to make sure there's no leaks, and then we send it off to step 2, where they do all the electrical.
Hi, how you doing, guys? I am part of the electrical crew here at NOOVO. This is where we come into stage 2. We are receiving the van modified from stage 1, but we take this wire harness that we make in-house, pre-cut, pre-made, and with these zip ties, we clip it up all around this front of this frame, all the way around to the front of the van as well on the corners and way back.
Well, electrical is near and dear to my heart. We have lots of issues with our van from an electrical perspective. So it's nice to see you guys using, you know, marine grade wiring, making your own harnesses, and, you know, keeping everything, you know, nice and tight and organized. So that's impressive. You guys do good work. Here we are at stage 3 and 4, and we're gonna have Aaron tell us what you guys do here.
So stage 3 is where the van really starts to come together. Start getting your water boxes, your electrical boxes, the upper cabinetry, your left and right walls, start getting finished up, running some of the plumbing, getting that hooked up, and obviously you have your Victron on this side, all your inverter, the Rixon, and everything on that side, outdoor shower. So you guys know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm going to jump in and do stage 4, which is actually installing the shower, and you can see they have this one in progress. And what's really nice is they use a fiberglass mold now. So they've upgraded their production methods, and that allows them to take advantage of all of the extra space, kind of nooks and crannies that normal, like traditional manufacturing methods wouldn't allow for. Right now on the production floor, they have all sprinters because production just started for that. So the first models will go out here very soon. And so that's all we're seeing. But they also run the Plus and the Lite on this production line as well. Okay.
Whoa, who's that?
Hey, they got the big boss in here. All right, so now we're here with Jonathan at step 5, and he's gonna tell us what they do.
So in step 5 here, what I do is I hook up all the plumbing, make sure all your plumbing is right and tight and no leaks when you get your van. And also I hook up the heated floors in the Next. So for you guys that don't know, our new vans are getting heated floors, so you'll be nice and cozy. We also have the duct system now, so I hook up the water line for the duct system. So you get air from the front to the back of the cab. So now you got air throughout the whole van now, not just in your sleeping area. So now you got it up there. And another thing is you can run your air while you're driving. So I heard a lot of vans don't allow that. NOOVO does, so come on in and get you a NOOVO van.
All right, so we're here at stage 6 with Terrence, and he's gonna tell us all about the kitchen.
Step 6 is in control. We install the kitchen area here. We do the Invisa cooktop. We do the upper cabinetry, the backsplash here. And we also do the plumbing for under the sink. And we do the plumbing for the shower and the dump tank as well, which is up under the van actually. Whoa. Yeah. And these are actually our new Invisa tops here. There's a cooktop under here. So it's 2 stoves under here. That's pretty much what step 6 is all about.
That's cool.
Basically, that's what brings it to life right now.
Yeah.
Step 6, you know.
It like starts making it a home.
Yeah, it starts making, yeah, you got it, you get it, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we're here at stage 7 with Jose.
Okay, cool. So yeah, this stage right here is where we put the bed together. We get multiple different components to the bed. We have a frame to hold it. We have something that goes right here in the middle as well, and then we have the foldable back part of it as well.
Couch.
Yeah, and so even though there's a mattress that's supposed to be on top of the bed, we still have to be really precise with how we install every single component, because if one thing is off or not squared, then nothing's gonna work, especially because you have that one component that moves. So everything has to be pretty precise, including even these boxes that get installed in stage 3. They have to be really precise as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and then on top of that, we also work in the front of the van, installing all the security or the safety features, which is the smoke detector, the carbon monoxide detector, and the fire extinguisher.
Here, real quick, I like to look at the electrical stuff. So I just wanted to take a quick peek in here and see. Looks so good. See all the Garmin stuff, MPVTs. Nice. And so then this is where you do like all the final QC checks and kind of put the finishing touches on everything and then essentially send it out?
Yeah.
So that was all 9 stages of the manufacturing process for a NOOVO. And like I said earlier, they do run all 3 product lines, the Lite, the Plus, and the Next, all through this area and produce at least 1 van a day. So it's pretty impressive what they're able to accomplish here. All right, I'm here with Wayne, and he actually works in the warehouse at Stage 7. And a question for you. We are taking a NOOVO van to Alaska for the first time. What van should we take?
The Plus.
The Plus?
Yeah, the Plus. I don't know, I think you have your options there with your dining table down there, and then your bed goes, you know, and you can, I don't know, I think it's the Plus.
The Plus.
Okay, all right, you guys heard Wayne. He says the Plus. That's another Plus vote.
Okay, so we have some more NOOVO owners here, and we're gonna have an important question for them. So let's start by introducing you guys.
I'm John.
And I'm Karen.
And this is Teddy, our navigator.
Aw. Okay, so the question is, we, for the first time, are taking a NOOVO to Alaska. What model should we take?
Well, for me, it's a no-brainer. What's your input?
Same.
Okay, and?
The Plus, for sure.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so why should we take the Plus?
Well, you just got to spend a week in a production-ready Next. Yay, all-wheel drive, but how much headroom did you have inside?
Definitely not as much as the Plus has.
And if you guys are going on that long of a road trip, with you want the space. Much greater priority than the off-road capability. And yes, it's all-wheel drive, but a Plus can take you probably 90+% of the places the Next will go.
Well, and for me, I think it's important to have a separate sleeping space from your entertainment lounging space. And I really love being able to put my bed up high and enjoy my entertainment space.
Yep, I'm right there with you,
For all
Karen.
those big parties we throw in there.
I know, right?
You heard it here.
There we go.
All right, another vote for the Plus.
Another vote for the Plus. But either way, you're going to Alaska. You can't lose.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here with the most famous NOOVO owners, Marcy and Amy. We are going to take a NOOVO to Alaska this summer. What model should we take?
Well, that's a no-brainer, given the two of you.
Okay.
Hello, a Plus.
And why do you say that?
I don't know. I don't know. How
tall are you?
Not very tall.
A Plus.
A Plus.
A Plus.
Yes.
Okay.
Another vote for a Plus, guys.
All right.
Drum roll. The vote is in.
The vote is in. After asking everybody here at the show for their input, I think our final decision has been made.
Yes.
We are taking a NOOVO Plus to Alaska this summer.
Woohoo! Yeah!
And I have to say, I agree with everyone's input as far as our height plus the increased height that's in here, having a separate workspace from our sleep space, the size of the shower. I'm just super excited that we're going to take this nice vehicle all the way to Prudhoe Bay, Alaska, and do a cold plunge in the Arctic Ocean. Right?
Really? Okay. So anyways, this van, maybe not the exact Plus that we're sitting in right now because we have no idea which one it's going to be, but this van is what is going to shape our entire summer, our entire bucket list summer. I think we're calling it like our Alaska Summer Series bucket list. I don't know. We're going to go for like 2 months, I think. I think we have, the countdown has started and it's like 6 weeks from today.
Right? Yep. And we'll leave as soon as the van is ready.
Yep.
And then we will hit the road
Yeah.
and head north.
this is the big news. We are taking the NOOVO Plus to Alaska because you guys, please, you understand, right? Why we can't take Mr. Lemon. We're not selling him. We're not getting rid of him. He will be in good hands, but for us personally, we want Alaska to be epic, and so we're gonna do it in an epic van.
So if you guys don't agree with the decision, we'd love to hear why. Just leave a comment down below and we'll have a great conversation.
Yeah, anyways, all right, until next week.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.